YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. Give me just a second. I forgot to start up my timer app. Pulling that up over here. Get things started. Alright, yeah, so we are back in the Himyar campaign. In a very precarious situation where we are now actually losing money because of having lost a settlement to the Sassanids. I'm in a very awkward situation where the Sassanids are eventually going to bottle me up, and there's not much I can do about it. This is a bunch of enemy transports here. I am going to try and run up and keep my spy ahead of the lines here. Whatever happened, or no, that's my priest. I should have actually just deployed him, but maybe we can spread some issues there for the old sassy nids. Yeah, we are plumb out of money, so I don't have a lot of choice here. What I'm going to do is actually tear this building down, and I'm going to try and build that pleasure houses in its place to see if we can offset the money we're losing. And then we're going to have to get over here and attack their settlement and take it. And then we're going to have to successfully defend against them over here. We'll see what we can do. We are pretty low on money and in a fairly precarious position. So it's not going to be easy. Let's just keep unlocking skills for this guy. I wonder how much of the public order here is due to my agent. Only about 6. Let's take this guy up here and further help stabilize this province. And I don't think there's a whole lot else we can do but end the turn and just see whether we can survive. We could get attacked from multiple directions by the Sassanids. I've got to get my income back into the positive, which I think we can do if we hurry by taking that city and then building the pleasure houses instead of that religious building I had. The only problem is it could lead to some unrest. Sassanids may just try and sail past me, go down the coast, and get to
glory, wealth, and a place in the histories. All of these will be ours when we are united as friends.
They are at war with all the people that I hate, but they're not really doing particularly well. I mean, the Sassanids look like they're pooping all over the East Romans, but let's try it. Take all the friends I can get. Wonder if I can get some trade open with them. Probably not due to my current position, but if I can get to the Mediterranean, I might be able to open trade with the East Romans and see how that would work out. Could be potentially quite helpful. Carmontians, really? They captured Cyprus? Now it looks like these guys are going to just keep playing the idiotic game now that I allowed them to. That's okay, I've got that army there and I can move back and forth between those settlements and keep those guys busy while I go destroy their settlement. Pay this guy off. We don't have much of a choice but to intercept these Sassanid transports out here. We can't let them sail past us and get down the coast. I can't afford to be split up like that. So this is a big, massive risk, but we're just going to have to hope that it pays off. Let's see. Aggressive, rush the enemy. Let's just do a balanced thing. See what happens, see what units. Ooh, we didn't lose any units. Wow, 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 wow. Let's take on the warriors and let's get back into the settlement here. So that was pretty handy. We got rid of one Sassanid army that was just out on transports. I'll take that any day of the week. I'm going to deploy this agent here to help bolster up this province because we're going to need that.
Making my way.
Disrupt day-to-day affairs through rival settlement through acts of sabotage or interference. Encourage dissent. Let us do that and see what we can do here. Enemy killed in battle, what? Oh, was it a success? I didn't catch that. Defamation, no, we already saw that. Failure, okay. Well, that kind of sucks. But Sassanid lands there are going to revolt pretty quickly. That could work to our favor. We're very low on money. Let's put these companionship tents, and then eventually I think we can upgrade them. It's going to really hurt the state religion back in this province. It's going to be pretty rough, but I have some plans here. We'll see what we can do. Let's go ahead and build it, and we have got to push the attack and take this settlement over here as soon as possible in order to turn our profits back into the positive. And we really honestly need to get up here and retake that settlement. I was thinking about, well, we've got to retrain, so I can't roll out on this one, but we can use the Fortify Stance to potentially help us. The Threadmaker could give us more money here too. And I think we can absorb the penalties. It's going to give me an extra 2 to Squalor. Woo. Should actually put us over the line. I can't spend the money right now on this because I'm running out of money. So yeah, there's very little I can do on this turn end as well. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Hopefully those companionship tents will help me turn this around pretty quick. If not, we're just going to have to retake Oxyrhynchus or Oxyrhynchus, or I don't have the slightest clue how to pronounce that. Sassanids are moving more and more troops my direction, so I'm almost going to be better off.
Your generals are true
I'm not joining any more wars. You're up there getting your crack kicked. The Garamantians attacking Antioch? Because that's pretty beautiful. If the Garamantians really are attacking Antioch, why in the world would they not be willing to make peace with me and then help me go to war with the Sassanids? Soon. Okay, so that army is up there. We're going to need to move up to protect Zafar. I don't know what in the world they think they're doing with that army. They're probably right now screwing with my other army with an agent, which is why it slowed down there on their turn end, I'm guessing. Yep. They got my guy over here. Not sure exactly what they accomplished. It's not going to keep me from taking their settlement, so booyah, chowderheads. Going to just gonna occupy it. I can't afford all the extra penalty to public order. Actually, I may have been able to afford all the extra penalty to public order. I don't know. Still leaves me at minus 60. Once we repair the town, maybe. Hopefully, what is this thing? Spreads religious influence, Judaism. Ooh, yeah. Let's repair that. Horse breeder I don't need, but we do need to repair it, and I can switch it over to like a wheat farm. Oriental port is going to give me way too much squalor, so I'm going to tear this stuff down. Got a couple of armies over here. That's going to be a problem.
Ready for orders.
I can't tell what all kind of units they have here. I mean, my armored camel warriors are pretty potent. We could use this opportunity to upgrade them too. Man, my money's so tight though, I don't know if I can do that with any degree of safety. I kind of think we just need to push this settlement here. I've got positive public order up here. Ooh, look. Here's a Assassinate army that's kind of singled out. Actually, they're fortified. Crap! Just ended up wasting a turn here. Just pull back over here, and we'll wait. Yeah, actually, let's pull back here so that we get the town to reinforce us, just in case we need a few extra units. So that was a mistake. I didn't know those guys were fortified up there. One turn and these companionships tents are done, and we should have money again. At least positive cash flow momentarily. We got a lot of enemies coming after us. We're not done yet, but it's not going well. Let's just state it that way. It's not going well. I can start getting a little money though and finish that third army, get focused in a single area, get a couple of key wins over some Sassanid troops. Might be in business. This I expected. I don't really have a choice but to take this fight and then just corner camp the crap out of these guys. Like, that's my only prayer. My axemen will be pretty decent in a shielded formation. That is a lot of Griv Panvar spam. Holy smokes, how did they get access to Griv Panvar this early? I would definitely be better off against the Grivpanvar not on an open field. But if I fall back, I may not be able to protect the city. I would get to retrain a little more, though, I think. Let's go ahead and retreat. See where we can get to. Okay, that actually worked out. Or did it? Sassanids have so many armies. And that's not even counting their puppet states, who also have so many armies. This is going to get absolutely nuts. If we pull this off, I'm going to be so thrilled. I'm going to have to kill like 4 or 5 Sassanid stacks in one massive battle, and then quickly lash out to retake lands in order to weaken them. And even then, I don't know if it's going to be enough to slow these clowns down. Okay, they're going to besiege me out here. I'm going to have to go ahead and attack them. But I can let them take a little attrition. It looks like they're taking attrition and I'm not. But that's also costing me a lot of money, and I can't afford to have all that money go out with them sieging that city. So I have to attack them here. I don't have a choice. It's actually giving me the auto-resolve, which I think I'll just take. Why not? I'm going to take on their warriors just so I can keep as many men in my armies as possible. So there we've kind of shoved them off. Why am I losing even more money now? Like, what happened here? In the course of one turn, why did I start losing far more money? I'm thoroughly confused. I took another province. What the heck happened to my income? Summary taxes. Profits this turn minus last term. It went from minus 384 all the way to that. Other. Starting treasury. Income, other income, 3,000, total income, projected this turn. What the heck was the difference? Why did my taxes go down so much? Is there something I'm missing here? Draws, demolition complete, food shortage? It's probably the freaking food shortage in Arabia Felix. That's gonna be what it is. Because I think it gives you a minus 25% penalty to taxes. That's exactly what it is, actually. And it's because, let's see, that horse breeder is only plus 20. Let's if we convert that to fields. We're going to be broke in a single turn, though. That thing uses 50 food consumption. I'd really like to keep it because it gives me some badly needed sanitation and religious influence, but I can't afford the food consumption over there, so I don't have a choice but to tear it down and see if that helps fix some of my tax issues. Let's see if that helps too, since we kind of pushed those guys off. Okay, we got a little bit of a Sassanid problem over here, and now we don't really have a choice but to fight these guys on open ground. That actually works out to my favor to have them do that. That Grivpanvar stack is just a nightmare.
At your command.
It's an absolute nightmare. And even if I beat these guys, I've got 4 Sassanid stacks to deal with all at once. I wonder... Auto-resolve gives me somewhat favorable conditions here. Let's see what gives me a victory, but no. They called it a close defeat. I'm gonna have to reload. I can't have that.
Stopping from now.
I have to load the autosave. Give me just a second. Interesting. This is going to be so crappy to pick my way out of. This is so annoying. And I would typically say of the AI, how can they afford this many stacks? Well, they're the Sassanids. They can. They make so much income off their puppet states that it is wonderful whenever you're playing as them and horrible when you're not. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that. Yeah, the Sassanids just got it going on from a money standpoint. So we're still ready to... Was this turn? I think this is the turn before they siege me, so I might go ahead and fight these guys.
Kill them all!
Yeah, let's go ahead and fight them before they get in my town. That way they can't siege me. Maybe that'll help with the whole money situation here.
You have further orders? March!
Get the heck away from my city.
For orders.
Really, you can't move back into the city on this turn? That's pretty irritating. Alright, well, whatever. We knocked those guys off of us. We've got the opportunity to go after the Sassanids again here, and we know they're going to just sail down here and go after my city. I almost think I need to just fight this battle here. I don't think I have a choice but to try and fight and win this battle. It's the only thing that I know of to try. So, we're going to try it. Wonder... Oh, we actually have a little money now. We're on the positive side of the income. That's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, we're just gonna have to make do with this army. I don't see what other choice we have. Maybe with my... Maybe if I get in a shield wall... Very thick shield wall up against a red line, we might be able to corner camp the Sassanids to death. It's gonna depend on how... I mean, their Grifpen Var are still gonna do pretty dang good against my guys, even with them being braced, because they don't have a defensive testudo like the Roman troops that I'm used to do. So we're just going to have to figure this out. Against their infantry, my axemen will do extremely well. Not worried about that. I only have so many spearmen. I don't think that the Sassanids have a ton of archers here. Let's see if there's a good corner camping venue. Let's see. That's not a good venue. That's even worse because it's going to give them downhill charges. So although this venue is not good, it's pretty much my only resort. And I mean, my formation's going to have to be extremely tight to have any prayer of surviving this Sassanid onslaught, because it will be an onslaught. Let's see. I'd like to not get my faction leader killed here either. He's got a great cavalry unit. These guys don't have any formation to keep themselves in either. That's going to be a challenge. Yeah, this is not the best corner camping venue, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Look! Friendly banners! Our reinforcements arrive!
I'm gonna have to keep all my cavalry outside of the noob box. And we need to get all these units up here to the noob box if at all possible. It's going to be quite the run. We're going to need all our strength there. I wonder if we can potentially get these guys over here hidden and behind the Sassanid troops. Okay, we got everybody run into position. I do have some horse skirmishers. Just very concerned about all the Grifpen Var that these guys can bring to bear against me. It is a considerable amount of Grifpen Var.
The enemy draws near!
That's gonna maximize my my unit mass. It'll make me good against infantry, but it's not gonna help me against cavalry. My guys are hidden over here. We've got more infantry coming up. One of them is a spear general. They would be very helpful versus cavalry. Okay, let's get everybody up here behind this hill. Hope we can stay hidden here. We may not. If I pop out and the Sassanids see me, though, I'm liable to get pounced on by a crud load of Sassanid Grifpanvar. If we fight out in the open, though, the Grifpanvar are sure to destroy us. Like, there is no question. Oh, this is an axe unit. Very heavy axes. I didn't know that was an axe unit. Whoops, my bad. Spear unit would have probably been more helpful. I got plenty of axe units at this point. Having the extra desert spears, not gonna argue with that. Keep a couple of infantry in reserve. Okay, they're going to see my cavalry over here, so this is unacceptable. Okay, I'm gonna see if we can maybe jack up this one unit of Grifpanvar that's giving me chase. Any piece of Grifpanvar that I can single out and destroy is gonna be extremely handy. I'm gonna offer up my Jav Cav against the Grifpanvar. Have gone into a wedge formation. I'm going to use my cheapest cav unit to stop the charge of the Grifpanvar and then come destroy them with everything I've got. There we go. Everybody give it to him. Drop a scare. Oh, no, no, don't shoot my own guys. Don't even think about it. Okay, more Sassanid cavalry coming in here. This is quite bad. This is bad. This is actually really not what I want. If the Sassanids don't get the charge, all my armored camel warriors actually ought to do pretty okay here. But we are far too bunched up. But I almost need to stay bunched up at this point just so their charges will be less effective. Lots of Grifpanvar still over here, but if we could somehow get rid of this blob, it's going to be huge. I'm going to get these archers out and about. Let's get this Arab cav into the back of this. We're actually doing pretty well over here. Let's go ahead and target that unit. Try and knock these guys out. Yeah, we actually killed quite a few Grifpanvar over here. But we're going to have to get away from this fight real quick. Let's just keep this cavalry out here in the open. Let's keep our skirmishers out in the open too. They're not going to do any good all bunched up in here anyway. And then our infantry position will kind of be like our position of last resort. Let's see if we can catch that Grifpanvar. The Grifpanvar, though, hitting charge speed, or that's a mercenary Svar and Cataphract. My general is going to take a rear charge here. This is bad. I'm going to counter Grifpanvar. I need a camel warrior over here to help beat down those spears. We managed to get rid of one of the Grifpanvar. Let's double back in here. Let's take these guys out. We're getting rid of a fair amount of Sassanid cav. Right here is a juicy target. If we can keep singling out this Sassanid cav and get it off the field, that's going to be so beautiful. Let's get our skirmishers through here. And let's get all of our cavalry away from the spears. We need to keep our cavalry for last resort. And I want all my spears to kind of be far enough back that they don't get hit with any cavalry that make it through on the charge. Maybe right there, though. We need to shore up that flank just a little.
We are at your command.
Let's see if we can lure those spears away and crush them. And so again, that'll be one more unit that we can just take off the field. If the Sassanids are going to let me split them up and destroy them like this, then I need to take advantage of the AI's incompetence. Probably need to let my cavalry rest as soon as they get a chance to. But let's get a couple of heavy armored camel warriors ready to help whack this spearman. If we hit it from two sides with these very heavy cavalry, it's as good as gone. Just keep an eye on this Griv Panvar back here. Let's keep our bows within support range, actually. Okay, here we go. This spearman's as good as dead. It's gonna get smashed from all sides with very heavy shot or very heavy melee cav. It took way fewer losses on the charge than it should have to begin with, but it's gonna die there. Its men are gonna fall very, very quickly now. Sassanid general, man, if we could get that Persian noble out here and kill him, I would not be the least bit upset by that. Spearman rout, relatively few losses. Part of my cavalry, some of my cavalry getting a nice rest over here. It's good. These camels are gonna need to get their strength back as well. But we need to wipe this Armenian spear off the map. Kill them all! Kill them all! There we go. Please get over here and rest now. Okay. If they keep sending a couple of spear units out at a time or something like this, we could actually win this. This Griv Panvar right here, though, is impossible for my guys to come out of this little corner with. It will destroy them. It could possibly destroy them in their corner. Okay, let's let my guys rest. Sassanid's slowly walking out here with the Griv Panvar and a few melee units. My guys are still very tired over here, which is unfortunate. Okay, they're now running in. Let's split up and kind of offer the Sassanids an odd target. One where they have to get surrounded. I just need to take a couple of pot shots at that Griv Panvar with my archers, and we can finish it off. We've got an enemy Persian noble headed in this direction too. Okay, we should be able to get the Griv Panvar right here. I don't know how they survive that. Put a volley on him. Okay, don't waste your ammo. Okay, pull back. We're going to have to wear down these spearmen a little bit. I'm going to switch over to heavy shot. And I'm going to pull away. Looks like the Sassanids may be mounting their attack in the center. My guys are going to have to hold. Let's surround and destroy these infantry. Nah, they don't. None of them have javelins, which is very good news for me. Getting some point-blank heavy shot, but I'm going to need to save ammo there just in case. They're going to be able to fire all their ammo off on their slingers, which I'm just going to have to sit here and pray it doesn't do too much damage to my units. Okay, right here is an easy kill on this mercenary Persian brigade. What's going on here? Okay, those units were just okay, here comes the easy kill. We're gonna smash the mercenary Persian brigade. I'm gonna bring up 2 extra cav over here. Let's see which way they're bracing. I'll try and get them to brace from behind. Or no, they're not bracing from the right direction. That Persian brigade got wrecked. And these spearmen are about to get charged from behind by desert raiders. Not the heaviest cav, but now I can follow it up with a very heavy melee cav. I probably should not pull away from that fight, though. Those Armenian spears are going to get rear charged by a very heavy melee cav, so that ought to finish them off. Let's pull these guys over here. We've wiped out the mercenary Persian brigade. Like I said, I'm just going to have to take every little bit and piece they'll give me. I think we just need to throw in the house into that engagement. That way those spears don't get time to get any kills. Let's go ahead and hit play. And now we can charge those spears in the back. Charge them with everything. Yep. Okay. They should get overwhelmed. Warcry that unit just so that we can scare them off the field even more effectively. They're as good as gone now too. Okay. So we've eliminated several units of infantry over here at no cost, basically. This is good. We might be able to bring these skirmishers back up and lure some of their horses out to their destruction. Let's rest our cavalry. See what's happening over here. The slingers have just about used up all their ammo. Let's see how many kills. 44 kills. That sucks. Just not much I can do about that. Okay, well, they're almost out of slinger ammo, which is very good news for me. We need to lure off some of these cavalry. They've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Griff of Panvara on that flank. Desert Mounted Raiders, Mercenary Savaran, and a Griff Panvara over here. Okay, all my armored camel warriors are resting at this point, which is good. I don't even know how this infantry fight would go from here. They have arrows now too, so that sucks. These desert bowmen are just going to sit here and shoot away too, and my guys are not like extremely immune to arrows. Let's keep the desert tribesmen in the very back because I think they're probably the weakest. I need to make sure all my cavalry get their rest. Let's go ahead and fast forward a bit, and then I'll move up and start trying to pick at the Sassanids to pull some of their attention back towards my cavalry. Those armored camel warriors get tired real easy, and they recover their stamina much more slowly. Really nice kills though on all these units so far. I'm gonna keep my lightest cav behind my bows because I want this stuff to all kind of be like charge bait. Let's put one more up here. I'm going to try and start hitting those Griff Panvar with some flaming shot. And we'll see if we can lure them back down here to my waiting cavalry. If I kind of set up on this ridge line, not going to be the best position, but it'll be better than nothing. There we go. We should be able to lure the Griff Panvar out. Only 8 kills still on the archers. These guys have pretty low missile attacks. I'm going to hope for the best. I win in 19 minutes, 49 seconds, but we all know how fast a fight in Attila can go. Here's going to be rear shot into into Griff Panvar. It's going to kill quite a lot of them. This is a good use of my ammunition here, killing the shot cavalry, which really has the only killing potential of the Sassanid army in the long run. And the AI is so focused on my guys in the corner that they're just going to sit here and take this flaming barrage. The wedge formation not only reduces their resistance to missiles, but it actually makes their unit easier for my missiles to hit because of its formation being more vertical. We've got a Persian noble general moving this way. That would be an extremely juicy target if it wanted to come after me.
The enemy have rallied their units.
We don't want to bite off more than we can chew over here, so let's not push our luck. Because if they turned around all of a sudden with just like all their cavalry, that would be way more Griff Panvar than I could handle. Ooh, that Persian noble is so juicy looking right now. Hit him. Oh yeah, got a beautiful flaming volley. Run, run, run. Run. And bring in the heavy camels. We're gonna pop him with the jab volley, try and break his charge. Oh yeah, get him. Archers just keep running away. They won't be able to follow. Get in here and we're gonna maul the Persian noble general. I lost a little bit of ammunition there from losing a few archers, but getting their general is just way too juicy of a target. And we're gonna absolutely get away with it, and I'm gonna make sure that their general dies and does not escape the battlefield.
Their general is dead.
This is hurting the morale of the Sassanids pretty bad. Some of their units actually starting to waver. I think that they already get a minus morale penalty versus this army, I think, if I remember right. Yeah, because I mean, we have Pagan Band here just straight up wavering. I think we can actually win this now. And if we do, we need to run down any Sassanids we can catch before they exit the map and kill them. Because remember, we have that whole fleet stack that's up there too. Actually, we probably don't. I don't know if we want to run them down or not. They won't retrain quickly. The flaming arrows ought to really hurt the morale of these guys pretty bad. Even these so there's another Persian noble right here. If we kill that unit, I'm pretty sure that's all she wrote for the Sassanids. Let's get ready with that same trap where we keep the light cav in the center and split up our heavies. There we go. Ooh, mercenary desert raiders off the field. This Persian noble is gonna take a lot of flaming fire here. And they're just gonna sit there and take it too. I think we can get this Griff Panvar off the field. Because I'd love to lure this noble. I don't know why the AI is acting this way. I've never seen them act this way on Attila, but like I said, I'm going to take absolutely full advantage of this. That Griff Panvar should be gone. Yep. And this is actually turning the power bar a little bit too, so every little bit we do here is just going to be massive. And if they just stand here and take this shellacking, then this is unbelievably stupid of the AI. Yeah. I still have quite a bit of ammo left on these archers. Oh. Target the mercenary Persian mounted bowmen, because they're going to be firing back. So we want to get them off the field. They ought to rout fairly easy because of their poor morale. Yeah, as soon as they start losing general dead, kill them. They should already be off. How did they regain their stupid morale? This is so bullcrap. They're at 8 morale, getting hit with flaming shot, and they managed to get a charge off. They're gonna get a whole bunch of kills, a bunch of dirt bags. Okay, the Sassanids are just gonna go for it in melee. If we wait for their cavalry to get engaged. Okay, everybody up here, everybody up here. My infantry line will hold well against their cavalry. It will not hold well if we're charged like this. These warriors are going to take a shellacking. But I'll have a spear line set up. You can see where their charges continue to roll down with just all of their weight. It's even killing the spearmen in the second row. And if the AI continues to withdraw and charge, it's going to be pretty bad for me. But since they have the majority of their cav over here, bring up my infantry. I'm going to join in this fight against the cav. And now I need my armored camel warriors up here. I need this... where's these two sacrificial cav units? Get up here. Archers. Let's put some flaming shot on the back of these guys. Armored camel warriors, desert raiders. Use the desert raiders to intercept this charge. Now we can bring the armored camel warriors around. I think just a rear charge here will rout all these spearmen. Let's try and go for it. And let's pound these Griff Panvar with some flaming shot. My desert raiders are getting beat up, but the Griff Panvar cataphracts are going to get wasted in extended melee by my camels. Grippenvar have some decent armor here. It looks like, yep, look, we just busted up a whole bunch of the Armenian spears in the center. Potentially going to get a chain route going. Let's try and make that contagious. Grippenvar getting jacked up pretty good. Let's flee away over here. Ooh, Grippenvar going to get some nasty charges on me. Let's get a couple of my armored camel warriors out and away from this blob. This is bad. I don't need that charge. Okay, all of the enemy infantry has routed, so I'm going to come out and support these fights. Just keep my general safe. Keep my general as far away from that Grippenvar cataphract as possible. Okay, fight's turning in our favor. Again, keep our general away. That Grippenvar is hitting charge speed and it has me very worried. We're going to intercept it. We can now turn our general back into it. This is quite bad out here. I'm just going to keep running from that cavalry and hope that it routes due to army losses. Just everybody get in here and attack this crap. Get into that Grippenvar, get into the back of the Grippenvar. Okay, pop these guys with a flaming volley and they should be off the battlefield. That's a Persian noble. Hit him, hit him, hit him. There we go. Look at that, folks. That's a pretty massive victory. And a much needed victory. 2 Sassanid stacks wrecked up pretty bad. Don't think I'll lose any of my units. Really hope not. I'm going to need to take on their warriors. It's a heroic victory, so let's see. We heard all the Grippenvar bad. We took away several of them. Sassanids are going to get out of this a lot better off than I think they should. Okay, let's see what else the Sassanids try on this turn in. So that, man, just that alone feels like it's a start. It's not a good one. Look, there's another Sassanid stack all over me. They are going to just hit me with endless armies here. Destroying those armies, I'm considering whether that's what I should do or not. I want to get them gone so that there's less of their armies to outmaneuver me, but I'm worried that if I destroy them, the Sassanids are just going to train new ones probably almost as fast as they could replenish or faster. I need to try and make peace with the Garmontians still. Look at these guys going to march around me and try and siege my city. There's just going to be a relentless assault from the Sassanid crap stacks. Killed a couple enemies in battle, just great. Arabia Felix, though, is being sieged, and it's going to have damaged some of the buildings, which again is going to end up hurting my income because this army couldn't make it back. Really, all my buildings get damaged, and I've got to take the big giant hit to income. Bunch of freaking horse crap. Gonna have to destroy these guys. I'm gonna keep taking on warriors even though it's kind of... Oh, we destroyed Mazun, so that's good. Actually got a faction off the map. We're gonna almost run out of money this turn in because of the stupid damage those guys did to me on a... Is there a food shortage? Yes, there is. We need to tear this down because we can't afford that food shortage. You know, actually it would probably fix it to convert that to a wheat field. Takes 2 turns, but that food shortage is hurting me pretty bad. I'm going to go into the negative if I do. I'm just going to have to tear that down as much as I'd like to keep that. Okay, we're going to have to destroy these stacks here. And then maybe if I destroy them and try and move back up here, this army won't be able to reach me on this turn. It may come down here and jack with this province, though, which could be pretty bad. But if I just stand around and let these guys get away, it's also going to be bad. Looks like there's a rebellion up here, though, for the Sassanids. Let's just see if we can destroy these 2 stacks. We need to get these guys out of our way. It's still giving them the advantage in this fight, and again, having to fight them on open ground, I would probably give them a pretty fair chance too, because of all these Grippenvar. But we're going to have to fight this, and we're going to have to win. Because otherwise these guys are going to come back to haunt my dreams. We're going to have to get some victories here. Woo! This campaign is going to be an uphill climb here. Speaking of uphill climb, looks like the Sassanids have gotten themselves an extremely good uphill... Ooh, a forest. Now, this bodes well for air. This bodes well. I'm just going to stick this smaller axe unit back here because I don't want to lose it. Yes, this bodes well. The forest can slow down the charge of the Sassanid cavalry substantially. Slingers would help further that. I don't know how bad Grivpenvar would mess up my guys on the charge. What I'm going to try and do is lure the Sassanids into the forest for the engagement. Of course, all the Grivpenvar are going to have to be coming as reinforcements.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Yeah, and they're going to be coming from close, so there's no way I can beat the Grivpenvar to their supporting army, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to have to use the forest as a fallback position. So I think what I'm going to do is bring out all my archers, leave them in a pretty maneuverable formation.
The enemy approaches.
Advance at speed.
We're going to have to see if there's some way we can lure the AI out here to fight me in a poor position. Because if I attack them while they have all their troops, don't think I can pull this off. I'm just going to move my skirmishers way on out here. Take the risk. Let's actually use them all the way over here, ignore their slingers, and try and go after some of their cavalry. Let's keep all these spears here in the forest. Ooh yeah, lots of cavalry coming on. Let's see if once they all get in position, if the AI were to attack me. I don't think they will think they're going to camp. Yep, they're going to camp. Let's see what we can do over here. Let's bring our cavalry and all our spearmen. Oh gosh, they're taking the bait. They're taking the bait. Holy pause! Good grief. So the AI has gone all in towards this flank here. They've just got a mercenary desert raider there. I'm really more interested. I don't want to fight that close to their... Guys, this is bad. I couldn't get to the pause button in time. We need to try and pull their cavalry back to the woods, and I'm going to keep spears in the woods here too. Okay. Just run all the missile units back here. Just run away from that cavalry, draw them back to the woods. Draw them back to where our engagement is going to be the best. It's going to cost us some archers, but if all we pay here is archers, then we're going to get away nicely. Okay, I don't want to take a charge from any of their shot cavalry. I'd rather lose archers or something of less value than my own cavalry. Let's see if we can sandwich that mercenary Svarn cataphract with spears. Yeah, keep running. Okay, that mercenary Svarn cataphract is stopped. Might be able to get around here and get at all these cataphracts now. My archers played the bait here and died doing it, which is not good. Really didn't need to lose all those archers. Let's get into a diamond formation. It's gonna hurt our guys versus the missiles a little, but should allow me to avoid any charge that the Grivpenvar can throw at me. There we go. Let's just chase those skirmishers back a little. They're retreating from me here, so let's chase. Okay, don't go too close. Okay, pull it back, pull it back. Getting cycle charged by some beat up cataphracts over there. Let's get all these guys back. A couple of my archers survived, miraculously. My axemen, those are just mercenary desert raiders, fortunately for them. Okay, we're luring these guys back. There's a Persian noble following me, which is actually quite good. We've got to lure all these cavalry back, again, to where the engagement favors me and not them. Okay, armored camel warriors can turn into the Persian noble, keep my general away from it. Okay, those cataphracts are going to charge into the back of their own. Okay, this is perfect. We can now bring in our spears. And let's get these guys over here. Okay, yeah, get in there. Dang it, we're going to take a full-blown charge from those cataphracts. That's going to kill a bunch of my men. Let's get in here and help take out these Grifpenvar. We need to move up and surround all these units. That Grifpenvar, or Savaran cataphract, did get a lot of kills. It may have gotten kills earlier on archers, though. I'm surrounding the Sassanids, but they're trying to run away from me. I'm going to drop a war cry here and see if we can force a rout on some of these units. This is good news. I've lost more units here than I really needed to, though, because of the loss of my archers. I'm going to try and mop up as much of this routing cavalry as we can, because it's just going to get away once again to come back and fight us again. Let's pull back our spearmen. Cavalry, just go after the Grifpenvar. Just destroy as much as we can. Okay, now we can pull back all the cavalry.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
Let's get all our guys into a shield wall, the infantry, so that we can do better against the Armenian spears. Need to pull back here. We've got an inbound shock cavalry. We need to get some of these spears pulled back behind the axemen. I don't want my spears to end up fighting their spears for too terribly long. That Grifpenvar is getting mashed up pretty bad by my spearmen.
The unit is running from the enemy.
Crazy that once defeated Grifpenvar are still so dang good. Did they rout my spearmen? No. Okay, actually get back, get back, get back. Where are you going? Get back. I'm gonna get all my spearmen killed. Let's take these guys out. Take these guys around. Okay. All my axemen are in a defensive formation. I think some of my axemen routed from where they were. The Sassanid charges, though, ought to have been blunted very nicely by my axemen in the woods, because they were in formation, so all of them are going to be fighting with a plus 15 versus infantry, which they need. Their attack is not particularly good. We're going to turn around in here and just completely mop up the backside of the Sassanid line. I think there's another Persian noble that will get the privilege of killing. Let's take out that cataphract, let's get our general away from it, and take out all these skirmishers. Let's get our spears around the flank. Okay, we're getting a complete collapse of the Sassanid line in the center. I'm going to try and bring these spears and wrap all the way in and around. Let's bring more men back. We need to... No, don't fire. We need to mop up as much of the enemies here as possible. My general's actually under skirmish fire. It's not particularly good. I'm going to take my chieftain and just plow on through to these archers. I don't want them getting free shots. We need to kill that Persian noble cavalry. gonna try and intercept it with my chieftain. I think the enemy general is getting away, actually. Yeah, the enemy general is gonna get away there.
This is your day.
Okay, so another big victory for us. That's, again, pretty important, but we took a lot more losses doing that than I would have liked. And I don't have an easy way to retrain the troops in this province because I don't have an infantry barracks. So if I actually lost units, which I only lost a spear and an archer, which is good. I badly need all my other units. So we jacked up those Sassanid stacks pretty badly. And I'm kind of prone to just let them wander at this point. I can't quite make their city to take it, and plus I need the retraining. So let's get back here to the city, garrison it, and now that we've booted those Sassanids out of our land, we'll kind of just have to see what this turn end is going to bring for us. This army over here, we really can't afford to just have it sitting around. But I can't do a whole lot else with it right now. Like, if I get too aggressive with it, it could be bad. I wonder if we could get over here and, like, just burn that city to the ground and then get away. Because if we could burn a couple of the Sassanid ports over here, that wouldn't hurt anything. Just to get them out of our way. And I really need to get Egypt. Badly need to get Egypt. But, I mean, these armies are all pretty critical here. Replenishment would definitely be a nice trait to have. Zeal +1. Melee attack for cavalry units. Melee attack for cavalry recruits. This will make my cavalry better. It's not going to hurt anything either. Let's see, what else can we give? This guy's a governor. All this is for commanded stuff, so let's just leave it alone because it's not going to do him any good. Construction cost is... I don't know, we'll just start throwing some of this stuff in here. Old Men of the Desert, what do they get? Integrity +2, recruitment cost. Missile attack and range, ammunition +4%. Yeah, I mean, none of that's super handy. Replenishment, extra replenishment down here would be the best. So let's move down to that. And integrity when in foreign territory. Okay. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Those armored camel warriors are absolutely clutch for me right now. They're the really the only power that my army has. The axes seem to be good at defending. The Sassanids actually retreating here. One of them going off into the desert. If it starts raiding, that could be problems. But I mean, unless they hire up a bunch of mercenaries, that army's no real threat. We really need to get back up there and retake the city with the gold, and then immediately push Alexandria. We got to get Sassanid attention kind of pushed up away from our settlements. We'll see what happens to my money. I kind of need a couple of mercenaries to help fill in that army. We've got another army that could potentially lay siege to us over there, so we're going to have to take care of it. We actually are making money now for the first time in forever, so that's pretty fabulous. I'm going to put these guys back into their positions. Oh wait, we can put them all up here. Well, that's just recruitment cost. This one actually gives me some other benefits that are nice. There we go. Let's just put those guys back in. Can we? What kind of army is that? I wonder if we can defeat this army on an auto resolve. Whee! It's giving us pretty bad odds here. Let's quick save it real quick. We'll do a control S and see what happens. Let's do aggressive because they have the skirmish advantage. Give us a close victory, and by the time I take on their warriors and push them back, that'll certainly be worth it for us. And we got a rank up here too, so that'll keep them from laying siege to my city. At least I think it will. This general ranks up. Recruitment cost for commanded force. Campaign movement range will probably be handier. Let's see. Campaign movement range. Enemy morale -10 in the local region. Hex yes. I know I can upgrade those camels. I just didn't have any money, so that's why I wasn't doing it earlier for some of you who are probably screaming at the screen. We got to get up here and take this Sassanid settlement with haste. So, yes, this is finally good news for us. Finally good news. Let's see. So this is actually still going to help spread Judaism to counteract the companionship tents. It won't fully counteract it, I don't think, but the companionship tent's actually providing us a lot of extra wealth. And a single upgrade to it would add 2 squalor and a little more religious penalty, but man, it's certainly handy. We need to switch that horse breeder over actually to a wheat field. Alright, I think that we might have something good going for us here for the first time in forever. I can't research any of the stuff that requires money because I just don't have the money for it. And there's not a whole lot else for me to start researching other than maybe down here. I think it would be just as useful. Remote warriors. No, getting to those extra warriors would be pretty sweet. And that would be nice too. Let's go ahead and start researching back up here on the military tree. I think that's about all the time I have for this episode, so I know it's a long one, but it's intense, so I wanted to get in here, dig in, and get some stuff done. And we got some stuff done. We've managed to defend our lands against the Sassanids thus far. I don't know how the Sassanids are faring in their war versus the West Romans, or the East Romans. Let's see if Garamantia... See, they actually like the Sassanids, never mind, so they're training with... So they're never going to make peace with me at this point. But there is a buffer region in between us, which seems to be helping a great deal. I'll, again, just check to see if they're willing to take peace, but no, they won't. They're not going to be interested because of their alignments. So, yeah, this is pretty good. If we can get back up here and take this city, I might have enough money to train a 4th army, which we badly need. This one can protect my homelands, and then again, if we can just hold them out of Arabia Felix, then I can try and sweep through Egypt, and then you get more of a choke point up here at the Sinai. So then I can move from the Sinai on into... every time I call this, people get mad at me. Whatever you all want to call this area, modern-day Israel, Palestinia. I call it Palestine or Palestinia because that's, I think, the name of the province on the game. Yeah. Palestina or Palestina, so that's why I'm calling it that. Yes, there's no politics here, not getting into the politic game. So yeah, that's where I want to head. So if I can shove these guys, so that's going to be our next episode. Shove these guys up back to Alexandria, take it, push across the Sinai to Isla. We could even potentially move up here and take this settlement, and if I could ever get a navy, like enough money for a navy on top of all this, we could protect these areas from people coming across. But I'm almost thinking if I get the chance, I could come across here and nuke these couple of settlements on the coast just to make it difficult for them to support continued operations and take away some income from them. So we might be able to save this still. I'm pretty excited. It's, how come we can't save the game? No, don't exit the desktop, resume game. There we go. So I hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing off for now. See you later.